Have you ever stopped to think about what's happening right under your feet? Beneath lawns and forests, there is a hidden world, a busy, bustling place full of life. And the quiet champions of that world are earthworms, slimy, simple-looking, and astonishingly important. Stay with me. In the next few minutes, you'll see how these small animals keep our soils alive. Watch until the end. There can be over 1 million worms in a single acre. 1 million tiny farmers quietly shaping the planet. They recycle leaves and roots, aerate soil, and create the dark, fertile earth that grows our food. Over these chapters, we'll get close to their bodies, their homes, and the surprising science that studies them. Ready? Let's dive down into the unseen world. Up close, an earthworm looks like a long tube made of many rings. Segments. A single worm can have over 100, providing the flexibility to navigate its subterranean world. You'll also notice a thicker, saddle-like band near the head called the clitellum. This glandular organ is essential for reproduction, as it creates the cocoon that protects the worm's eggs. Each segment, except the very first and last, carries tiny bristles called setae, anchors for moving in soil. These retractable bristles, made of tough chitin, act like cleats, providing crucial traction. Worms don't have legs or bones. Instead, they have a hydrostatic skeleton, a fluid-filled cavity that gives their muscles something to push against. The body wall contains 2 powerful muscle layers, an outer ring of circular muscles and an inner layer of longitudinal muscles. They move by alternating these muscles in a rhythmic wave called peristalsis. First, the circular muscles contract, making the worm long and thin to stretch forward. Then, the longitudinal muscles contract, making it short and fat to pull the back end along. Those setae grip the dirt like tiny anchors, while muscles push the body forward. This wave of contraction and expansion ripples down its body, an elegant, efficient wiggle. Worms breathe through their skin. This process, cutaneous respiration, requires the skin to stay constantly moist so oxygen can diffuse into a network of tiny blood vessels just beneath the surface. To achieve this, worms secrete a layer of mucus. This is why they feel slimy. It's essential for their survival. If a worm's skin dries out, the gas exchange stops and they cannot breathe. This vulnerability keeps them in damp soil. When heavy rain floods soil pores, oxygen levels drop. To avoid drowning, worms are forced to migrate to the surface to breathe, which is why you see them after storms. It's a risky journey, but necessary. An alternative theory suggests the vibrations of raindrops mimic digging predators like moles, triggering a flight response that sends them scurrying upwards. Either way, it's a desperate dash for air. And what of the myth that cutting a worm makes 2? It's not so simple. The head can sometimes regrow a tail because it contains the brain and vital organs. But the tail cannot regrow a head. The severed tail section, lacking these critical parts, will perish. So cutting a worm is not a simple way to make 2 worms. Still, their regenerative ability is a remarkable survival trait, an adaptation that gives the worm a chance to survive an injury from a predator or a garden spade. From lush rainforests to temperate gardens, earthworms are a truly global phenomenon. They inhabit nearly every terrestrial ecosystem, with over 6,000 known species. Only the permanently frozen ground of Antarctica is too inhospitable. This incredible diversity means different worms are adapted to specific niches, from the treetops of the Amazon to deep within prairie soils. Beneath our feet, they engineer an unseen world of intricate tunnels. These aren't just simple holes, they are complex subterranean networks. Some create shallow horizontal highways for foraging, while others excavate deep vertical shafts that can plunge several feet. These burrows serve as lifelines, providing pathways to food, safe havens from predators, and refuge from extreme temperatures and drought. Scientists classify them into 3 main groups. First are the epigeic species, the surface dwellers. Often a deep red color for camouflage, they live in leaf litter, like the famous red wiggler used in composting. They are primary decomposers, but their life on the surface makes them vulnerable. Deeper down live the pale, unpigmented endogeic worms. They spend their entire lives creating extensive horizontal tunnels, constantly mixing topsoil and organic matter, aerating the ground as they go. Finally, the anisic species like the big night crawlers are the great connectors. They build permanent vertical burrows, emerging at night to pull leaves and grass from the surface down into the soil, creating nutrient-rich hotspots. Worms are detritivores, but they're selective. They don't just eat dirt, they are consuming the rich cocktail of life within it. Their primary food source is not the dead leaves themselves, but the bacteria and fungi that are decomposing that material. They are, in a sense, microbial farmers, feasting on the microscopic life that flourishes on decay. Without teeth, they rely on a powerful digestive system. Food is stored in the crop, then passed to the muscular gizzard. This organ acts as a natural mill, using ingested sand and grit to physically grind the food into a fine paste. This process unlocks the nutrients, making them available for absorption in the intestine. An earthworm is a fundamental link in the food web. While they consume billions of microbes, they are a crucial protein source for a vast array of predators. Birds like robins hunt them on the surface, while moles and shrews pursue them underground. Badgers, snakes, and even some insects also rely on this abundant food source, transferring energy from the world of decay up through the ecosystem. If you love a thriving garden, thank an earthworm. Their burrowing aerates soil and helps roots breathe. Their tunnels let water soak deep instead of running off, reducing erosion and helping plants in drought. What comes out the back is pure gold. Worm castings, rich in nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. Castings are packed with plant-ready nutrients and beneficial microbes, a natural, free fertilizer. Worm slime lines burrows and helps form aggregates, which hold water and resist erosion. Burrows and castings become hotspots for fungi and bacteria that help roots take up nutrients. Charles Darwin called earthworms incredibly important. He estimated they build up to an inch or two of topsoil every decade. One tiny mouthful at a time, they shape landscapes. Modern research keeps revealing surprises. For 10,000 years, since the last glaciers scoured the land clean, the great northern forests of North America were a world without earthworms. That all changed with European settlers. Unknowingly, they brought passengers in the soil of potted plants and in the heavy earth used as ballast to stabilize their ships. This means many common northern worms are actually invasive. Now, species like the aggressive jumping worm are spreading, re-engineering ecosystems that evolved entirely without them. In these places, invasive worms rapidly remove the protective layer of leaf litter. This thick blanket of slowly decaying leaves is the lifeblood of the forest floor, a nursery for wildflowers like trillium, a moist refuge for salamanders, and a city for countless invertebrates. But the invaders are voracious, devouring a year's worth of leaves in a season. They leave behind a bare, granular soil that resembles coffee grounds, which struggles to hold water and support native plants. The entire foundation of the forest is being changed from the ground up. Elsewhere, science discovers giants like the Gippsland earthworm. Found only in a small region of Australia, these are not your garden-variety wrigglers. Reaching lengths of over 3 feet, their movements underground can produce audible gurgling sounds. But their size belies their fragility. These gentle giants are endangered, threatened by habitat loss. Their existence is a powerful, humbling reminder of the incredible and often hidden diversity that still awaits our discovery and protection. A testament to the planet's quiet wonders. Researchers also explore worms that can help clean polluted soils. This process, called vermiremediation, harnesses their unique digestive system. As they burrow, they ingest soil laced with heavy metals like lead and cadmium. Inside their gut, microbes help neutralize these toxins, which the worms then bioaccumulate. They are tiny, tireless detoxification crews, turning contaminated land back into healthy soil. They are truly tiny workers with big potential for healing our planet. From compost bins to continents, earthworms quietly connect the world beneath our feet to the world we see every day. They are the architects of fertile soil, the purifiers of the land we've harmed, and the foundation for countless food webs. They are the unsung engineers of life, a reminder that the most powerful forces are often the ones we overlook, working silently to sustain the world. So what animals should we explore next? Tell us in the comments below. I read them all. If you enjoyed this deep dive, show your support by liking the video and sharing it with a friend. And to join us on more journeys into the amazing world of animals, be sure to subscribe. Your curiosity fuels our next adventure.